Welcome, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to the final game of the regular season. It's been quite an eventful couple days. KC Deal recently reached the 600 win as the Palm Springs Power manager, and the Power were able to get the #1 seed in the CPCL standings as they'll be taking on the Inland Valley Pirates this weekend. Game 1 will be at Citrus College at 5 p.m. Game 2 will be Sunday, July 20th, here at the Palm Springs Stadium at 4 p.m. Game 3, if necessary, will be at 7 p.m. Be also at the Palm Springs Power Stadium. And tonight, the Palm Springs Power will be taking on the San Diego Stars. Starting lineup for them is going to be leading off Ethan Wright in right field. Batting second, Justin Tucker in center field. Batting third is going to be Frankie Giacolone in first base. Batting fourth is going to be Logan Aguilar at shortstop. Batting fifth is going to be Landon Bailey, the DH. Batting sixth, Joe Anderson playing third base. Batting seventh is going to be Gavin Gamino in left field. Batting eighth is going to be Juan Nunez at the catcher. And last but not least, batting ninth is going to be Carter Lockwood at second base. And tonight's starting pitcher for the Palm Springs Power is going to be Johnny Young, who's been having a great back-to-back outings. He went 4.2 innings pitched without an earned run, 1 hit, and 3 strikeouts, facing 17 batters. And leading off for the Stars is going to be Ethan Wright. Comes the first pitch of the game. Takes it for strike one with the fastball. Great pitch. Now Johnny Young throughout the year has maintained a 1.59 ERA. And he takes ball one. Counts currently even up 1-1 here in the top of the first inning. Currently 7 o'clock here at the Palm Springs Stadium. Beautiful sunny day here in Southern California. The light breeze as well, and he misses outside for ball 2. Ethan Wright is ahead in the count, 2-1 early on. Now Johnny Young's last game was on July 14th against the Inland Valley Pirates. Went 1 inning and gave up 1 earned run, as well as 1 strikeout and 1 walk. Ethan Wright, a swing and a miss for strike 2, currently 2-2 here in the first inning.
Yeah, this is actually Johnny Young's first career start with the Power. It's been a while. He's been around for several years at this point, but had always been coming out of the bullpen until tonight.
And Wright fouls it off, and it goes out of play. Counts currently 2-2 still to Wright.
He'll throw a fastball, a slider, and a changeup at you. It's all going to be coming from right around that 3/4 to sidearm arm slot.
Now, Johnny Young's longest outing was only 1.1 innings, and that was against the Inland Valley Legends back on June 7th. Gave up no hits, no runs, and no earned runs as well. And he fouls off yet another pitch down the right field line, out of play. That'd be back-to-back pitches he fouled off. He'll be currently seeing his 7th pitch in this at-bat. Great way to start the game if you're the leadoff batter for the opposing team, making the starting pitcher work early on. Here comes Johnny Young's 2-2 pitch. Missed up for ball 3. Wright was able to work it to a full count after fouling off back-to-back pitches.
Yeah, he's thrown a couple fastballs, but then right there goes with the slider up and away. And it looked like it just slipped out of the hand. It was never going to get down for the strike zone.
And Wright pops it all back yet again over the press box. He's having a long on bat early on. He'll be seeing his 9th pitch so far. And on deck for the Stars, we have Justin Tucker. Ethan Wright is currently out of San Diego Mesa College. Batted .323 in 41 games played, as long as with 2 home runs. And Wright shoots right over to the shortstop. Tried to barehand it, was not able to field it with his hand. It would have been a tough play either way, since it is a little choppy there at shortstop. Michael Gonzalez did what he could, charged it in as it was hit. Relatively a little bit soft, but Wright was hustling down the line and was able to get a hit off of that. An error, tried to barehand it.
Yeah, an error right there by Mike Gonzalez at second base. He's had a really good season defensively, but coming in on that, incredibly slowly hit ball. It was going to be a tough play to make in the first place. It was only 45 off the bat, but that one just gets under his hand and goes almost into the outfield.
Great attempt by him, but now we have Justin Tucker coming up the bat. Now, Ethan Wright does have 12 stolen bases at San Diego Mesa College, so don't be surprised if he tries to attempt to steal base early on. Johnny Young's currently in the 2-0 count. No, excuse me, that did nick him on the jersey. That's a hit by pitch by Young. So now they have runners on first and second. That'll move Ethan Wright to second base. The Stars have a runner in scoring position early on, still with no outs here in the top of the first inning.
Yeah, that one right there, Johnny Young trying to go with back-to-back sliders. The second one going in on the plate, but looked like it just backed up on him a little bit. Didn't completely break enough to come back into the zone. Stayed in that right-handed batter's box and just got him.
And now we have Frankie Giacolone taking ball one. Currently playing first base for the Stars. The last time Johnny Young even hit a batter was back on July 7th against the Inland Valley Legends. Been 4 straight outings since he didn't do that until right now. Johnny Young throws a fastball down and away for strike one. The count's currently 1-1 here in the top of the first inning.
And Young's been pretty solid this season. He hadn't had a ton of innings under his belt, but was working on a perfect season in the ERA book. He hadn't allowed a run until this Sunday at UCR.
And he fouls it back into the stands for strike two. Ethan Wright was taking a big lead there at second base. He was already halfway to third base by the time Young threw it. But now Frankie Giacolone's in a 1-2 count. The runners at first and second. Stars are threatening to score early on with no out still. And on deck, we have Logan Aguilar. Johnny Young has some traffic early on, but just as you mentioned, hasn't given up an earned run. It's been great with runners on scoring position. And he takes for ball two, is currently a 2-2 count. Frankie Giacolone's currently uncommitted at this point. Still looking for a home to call in this fall. And he shoots it straight up into the sky. It's going to be a center fielder. Keaton Nato's going to get under right at the warning track. He throws it into the shortstop, Mike Gonzalez. But the runner at second base is going to tag up and right now standing at third base. Looks like Giacolone just got under that one, but he was able to move Ethan Wright to third base after that sack. And now they got runners at first and third with only one out.
Yeah, slider in on the hands again, and Young able to get not the best swing on that one, and he just missed it. Frankie Giacolone flew out to center field, but it was a productive out. The first out of the inning, but it does move the runner to 90 feet away.
And there it looks like a hit or run. They're not going to be able to get the double play as he was taken off before, but they do get the second out of the inning. Logan Aguilar hits it right to the second baseman. And they were able to get it. Isaac Rodriguez fielded it and threw it over the first to get to collect the second now. But Ethan Wright does come in to score.
Again, something the Power have done really well this season is just making productive outs, taking what you can get, not doing too much, and just taking what the other team gives you. With just one out and a runner on third base, all the Stars have to do is just put it in play. They do, and it's a ground ball to Rodriguez. He's able to get the out, but thanks to the solid base running, they can't get the double play. They've got the hit and run going, and Ethan Wright from third base, smart enough to wait till that throw was already committed to and then go straight to home.
And now Landon Bailey's coming up to bat with the 1-1 count. Bailey is currently out of San Diego Mesa as well. We do have some teammates on this lineup as starting for them tonight. Landon Bailey currently was batting .294 in 42 games played. Has 28 RBIs as well as 7 stolen bases. Landon Bailey shoots it over to shallow right field, but the second baseman is going to recover it, and Isaac Rodriguez gets the final out of the inning. Nonetheless, the Stars are up early, 1-0 here in the top of the first inning, and we'll be right back after this break heading to the bottom of the first.
Like a family setting, you know, we come and we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to the season finale of the Palm Springs Power taking on the San Diego Stars. Starting lineup for the Power looks like this. Mike Gonzalez, the shortstop, is going to be leading off for your Power. Batting second is going to be the catcher, Blake Conrad. Batting third is going to be Gary Bevacqua in left field. Batting fourth, the cleanup hitter, Noah Ariella at third base. Batting fifth in right field is going to be KJ Moon. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Brian O'Neill. Batting seventh, Keaton Nato. At center field, Mike Gonzalez takes the first pitch strike. Batting after Nato is going to be batting eighth, Tyler Nelson at DH. And last but not least, to round it out for the Power, is going to be Isaac Rodriguez at second base. Michael Gonzalez has been great so far. Here comes the pitch. Tried a bump, but it was in on him. But he looked like he was able to pull it back just in time for the first ball of the game. Counts currently 1-1. As I mentioned, Mike Gonzalez has been great. Since July 2nd, he has collected at least 2 or more hits. The most recent multi-hit game came back on July 14th versus the Inland Valley Pirates. Went 3 for 4 with 2 runs and 1 RBI. Gonzalez is currently batting .375 with an on-base percentage of .514. Gonzalez shoots it up the middle. The shortstop Aguilar is not able to glove it as he booted it. And now Gonzalez is on first base with an error. It looked like Aguilar had the chance when he got the great jump, but was not able to field it, and it got away from him.
Again, same thing we saw in the first inning. The Stars able to just put the ball in play, and when you do that, good things happen. The Power, Mike Gonzalez, one of the best on the team on doing that all season. Just a ground ball to the shortstop, and once you get it in play, Aguilar trying to rush a little bit. Gonzalez, one of the better runners on the team. He rushes it a little bit too much and just can't come up with it.
And now we got Blake Conrad taking strike 1. Coming in his first at bat. And Mike Gonzalez is currently 11 for 11 in stolen bases. Hasn't stolen a bag in 2 games he's played in, but we wouldn't be surprised if he tries to continue that perfect stolen base streak. And here comes the 0-1 pitch to Conrad, and he misses up, and Gonzalez is taken off. The throw is not in time. He just beat the throw. What a jump by Gonzalez. Power continue their aggressive base running here tonight. Michael Gonzalez is currently 12 for 12 in stolen bases.
And there's a reason Mike Gonzalez is 12 for 12. He's not the fastest guy on the team, but he's fast enough. He's probably one of the 5 or 6 fastest, but he just runs the bases really well. He knows his timing. He knows when to go. And right there, just the moment that both the pitcher and catcher seem to just take him out of their mind, he goes, he takes second on the delayed steal, and They just tried to force a throw really quickly, and it was a bad one. It was about 4 or 5 feet above where it needed to be to even give him a chance to get him.
Yeah, no one was expecting that delayed steal. And just like you said, you don't need to be the fastest guy, but all you need is a good jump, and your chances just increase. And now we got the Power have a runner in scoring position. With no outs, Conrad does have the chance to tie it for the Power. And he shoots it right over the first baseman. Gio Colon was not able to get a glove on it. Goes down the right field line. Conrad's rounding first. Gonzalez is going to be home without a play. Conrad is standing on second base. RBI double by Conrad to tie up the game.
RBI double for Blake Conrad. We've mentioned a few times how he hadn't been having the season he's wanted with the bat, but over the last couple of games, he's been hitting really well. His last home or road trip against the Inland Valley Pirates, he started the game. He had 2 walks. He had a double to start the scoring. And right there, he rips a double down the line, gets the scoring started once again for the Power. Conrad's been working great at bats all season, and now it seems like the hits are just starting to land.
Yeah, he's been doing great so far getting on base. He currently has a 400 on base percentage. With the walks he has, he's up to 13. So just like you said, he's having great at bats, but now it looks like he's starting to get results at the plate. And now duo, we have Garrett Bavacqua coming up the bat. It's a lefty-righty matchup with Bavacqua standing the left-handed batter's box. Now he takes for ball 1, counts currently 1-1.
And Conrad's one of those guys, again, we've mentioned how good of at-bats he's taken, how he's been able to work his on-base percentage up. And when you see a guy who's been getting that many walks, he's been patient at the plate, and he's just been grinding out at-bats, you just know that eventually it's going to break through, and it looks like it's starting to.
Starting to at the right moment, as the Power, as I mentioned earlier, will be in the CPCL playoff starting tomorrow. And now Bavacqua takes for strike 2. He's currently in the hole 1-2. Garrett Bavacqua is currently batting .474. Has 9 hits in total with 4 runs, and he shoots it right over to the right fielder right. He's going to throw it at home. And the first baseman is not going to cut it off, as there's going to be no play at the plate. Blake Conrad comes in to score after the RBI single by Bavacqua. Power have answered back with 2 runs of their own and still with no outs here in the bottom of the first inning.
They tried to speed Bavacqua up with a fastball up in the zone. He takes it for a ball, and then they go back to that curveball, 77 miles an hour, and Joey Iglesias just completely hangs that one right there. It was over the heart of the plate and right in the middle of the zone. It couldn't be more of a meatball to Garrett Bavacqua, who just slashes it the other way. And Blake Conrad home easily.
Good job by him taking advantage of a mistake pitch. And now they got 2 runs with the runner at first base with no outs with Noah Arriola. Fouls off the first pitch to be an 0-1 count here in the bottom of the first inning. Arriola is currently batting .273 with an on-base percentage of .273 as well. But he does have a hit in back-to-back games. Both of them came against the Havasu Heat. Hit his first home run as well with the Power in game 1 against the Heat on July 15th. And he takes for ball 1 here, and it's currently 1-1 count to Arriola. Although he is no stranger to the home runs, he's hit 2 when he was playing in the Power Summer Collegiate League, totaling 3 in this whole summer. He's taking his time to throw the ball. Takes for strike 2 with the fastball outside and away. Noah Arriola played for the Bootleggers during the PSCO. Had a great batting average as well. He was batting .417 with an on-base percentage of .474. Great addition to the Power lineup. And now he's in a 1-2 count here in the bottom of the first inning with no out still. Arriola just was able to get a piece of it to stay alive in this at-bat, fouling it down in the dirt.
And we mentioned Arriola, how he's such a great story. Again, he didn't play any college ball yet. He's still looking for offers if he can get them, or he's looking to go possibly the professional route. But he's shown after getting that call up from the PSCL that it's more than just a good story. He's been having an outstanding summer. He was an absolute anchor for that Bootleggers lineup, and since the Power have given him that call, He's been a machine.
Arriola shoots it over to center field. Tucker. And now the right field's going to call it off right. It's going to call it off and get the first out of the inning. Arriola pops out for the first at bat, and now we have KJ Moon coming up to bat. Now KJ Moon recently hasn't struck out in 3 straight games. And since he stopped striking out for a little bit, he was able to get some hits as well. Currently has 3 hits in back-to-back games against the Havasu Heat. 2 in game 1 on July 15th, and he had 1 on July 16th for a pinch hit. Was able to reach on a double. Currently batting .309 with an on-base percentage of .418. A big swing and a miss, and the catcher Nunez throws back. Who was not able to get back in time. Bavacqua was caught standing at first base, and now the San Diego Stars have 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. What a back pick by Nunez to get the second out.
Perfect execution there, especially with KJ Moon, the right-handed batter. So you have a free lane going down to first base. Garrett Bavacqua was leaning a little bit. He took a bit of a bigger secondary lead, and with that 89-mile-an-hour fastball in the outer half of the plate, Nunez was practically set up perfectly to quickly transfer and just throw a delayed back pick down to first. And again, Bavacqua was just asleep.
Yeah, now KJ Moon's down in the hole 0-2. Stars were able to find another out here in the bottom of the first inning. Here comes the payoff pitch to Moon, and a swing and a miss with the fastball outside. The Stars were able to get out of the inning, limited the damage. But nonetheless, the Power were able to put on 2 runs, making it 2-1. Entering the top of the second inning. We'll be right back after this break.
Somewhere down there is you. And just like us, you're an amazing Palm Springs vacation home. I bet we have a lot in common. Elevated, yet down to earth. A place to soak it up, sip it down, and make a splash. A place where staying in is even better than going out. Not just a place for visiting, a place for living in the moment. That moment when vacation dreams become reality. You're one of Palm Springs' best kept secrets. Let's show you off. Because you're so much more than just a home. You're a destination. You're an adventure. You're an idyllic escape. You're a happy place.
Need a garage door replaced or repaired? Then go to Overhead Door Company. We do it all. Repairs, service, new installs, retrofits, and more. For over 100 years, Overhead Door has been committed to bringing you the best in residential garage doors, commercial doors, openers, and accessories. Whether you need a stylish new garage door for your home, a more energy-efficient commercial door for your business, or a better integrated door system for your industrial application, remember, if you don't see the red ribbon logo, you are not getting the genuine, the original Overhead Door products and service you need. Look for the red ribbon for products that are reliable and safe. Our service technicians are trained, knowledgeable, and background checked. Our continued success is due to our exceptional employees. Call 760-772-3667. Overhead Door Company. We sell the best and service the rest.
Look out to the leader.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you for tuning in into the final regular season game for your Palm Springs Power as they're taking on the San Diego Stars. Now the Stars were able to score the first time around, but the Power came back with 2 of their own runs, making it 2-1. Now we're entering the top of the second inning. Johnny Young still on the mound for the Power. And now we have Joe Anderson, the third baseman, coming up to bat for the Stars. Joe Anderson, a swing and a miss for strike 1 by Young. Joe Anderson played 22 games at San Diego Mesa College, batted .302 with 9 RBIs and 3 stolen bases. Here comes Young. Back-to-back strikes to Anderson to start off the inning. Currently in an 0-2 count here in the top of the first inning. And on deck for the Stars, we have Gavin Gamino. Comes Young with the 0-2 pitch. Missed with the slider up. Counts currently 1-2. He's still looking for his first strikeout of the game. Although this will be Young's one of his longest starts His second longest only went 1.1 innings. Has a chance to go past it today. Just missed for ball 2. Anderson was able to tie up the count at 2-2.
Yeah, Johnny Young's first start. He doesn't get a ton of strikeouts, just 4 strikeouts in 5 2/3 innings. He's really going to be living on that soft contact, and he really just needs to work quick innings here. He can give this team bulk. He's built up to give them bulk.
And Gamino shoots it up the middle. The second baseman, Rodriguez, is able to get a glove on it and make a play, but the throw was just offline as O'Neill had to dive full length to trap it, but they were able to, the Stars were able to get the hit off of that. Great attempt by Rodriguez.
And when you're a pitcher who needs to live off of soft contact like Young does, you just have to live with stuff like that, where you get those ground balls, you get the soft contact, and it goes right up the middle. It just goes where the fielders weren't. Luckily, Isaac Rodriguez able to get to that ball. It was a great effort, but it would have almost taken a superhuman play to get the runner at first.
Yeah, great play indeed. Rodriguez has been showing up the glove lately. And now duel, we have Gavin Gamino taken for strike 1. Now Joseph Anderson does have a couple stolen bases under his belt at Mesa College. Has 3 so far, so we'll see if he tries to attempt here. With Blake Conrad behind the plate for the power. And there he goes. But it looks like he fouled it off for strike 2. Looks like they were trying to do another hit and run on the power. Entering the top of the second inning, the power were able to take the lead. Answering with 2 more runs of their own, making it 2-1. But the Stars were able to get the leadoff batter in back-to-back innings on base. They were able to have Ethan Wright a score the first time around. And another hit up the middle. It's going to be gloved by Gonzalez, and he shoots it over to first base for the double play. It's going to be a 6-3 double play by Michael Gonzalez. Great job by the power to get 2 outs here. And now we have Juan Nunez coming at the bat, the catcher for the Stars.
Yeah, slider by Johnny Young down and below the zone. Gavin Gamino swings at it, just barely gets a piece of the bat head on it, and it goes right up the middle. A really slow ground ball, but luckily Mike Gonzalez coming that way, able to get it in stride and just take 1 extra step, tap the base to get the force out there, and delivers a strong throw down to first, a solid double play.
Beautiful double play indeed. And now the Power have 2 outs with no one on. Nunez takes for strike 1. Fouled the bag right into the netting. Strike 2, currently on the 0-2 count. And on deck for the Stars, we have Carter Lockwood, their second baseman. Johnny Young's getting the sign. He's going to have the payoff pitch here. Here comes the pitch. And he got him for his first strikeout of the game to end the inning. Power still lead 2-1, and we'll be entering the bottom of the second inning after this break.
Building your business is no small undertaking, and you need the right team by your side. Whether you're just getting started or expanding nationwide, Pacific Premier Bank is here to support your business every step of the way. As your trusted banking partner, we can help guide you down the right path with customized solutions designed for your business. We'll help you achieve the success you deserve. Pacific Premier Bank. Let's build your future together.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you for tuning in into the final game of the regular season of Palm Springs Power are taking on the San Diego Stars. And now do it for the Power. We have Brian O'Neill at first base today for the Power. Brian O'Neill currently has 4 multi-hit games this summer, 3 with 3 hits, as he takes for strike 1. He's currently batting .267 with an on-base percentage of .375. And he shoots it right over to the shortstop. Aguilar, he fires it in to first, and a jumping catch by the first baseman. Gio Colon was able to get O'Neill on the tag. What a play on both ends. A backhand throw. Gio Colon left his feet, had to jump for the ball, and he was able to tag O'Neill right before touching the bag. What a play to get the first out of the inning.
Yeah, it's a tough play to make. O'Neill runs fairly well for a catcher and first baseman, and going to his right-hand side, Aguilar has to go down and backpick that ball. Even though it was already a long run to get to that one, he comes up, he's able to pivot, and he throws a strong throw down to first, but it was high, it was wide, and it's an even better effort by Jacques Colon on the other end, able to leap for that and keep it in play, keep it from going into the dugout, and still able to spin around and get Brian O'Neill.
And now we have Keaton Nato taking strike 1. He shoots it right over the Aguilar as well. He's going to have a busy inning here. Shoots it over to first base. Nato trips over the bag. Thankfully, he's okay. Quick 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning.
Yeah, right there, Keaton Nato. He runs really well. He's playing center field today, and that's for a reason. He can cover the entire zone in that outfield, and trying to beat out that ground ball for an infield single. Not as far. Aguilar didn't have to run as far to his right that time, only a couple steps. He took his time to set his feet and deliver an accurate throw that time. But Keaton Nato at the last second just trying to lean a little bit more, trying to get that extra inch.
Now duel for the Power. We have Tyler Nelson as a DH taking ball 1. Currently batting .267 all summer. The last time around was against the Havasu Heat on July 16th. Went 1 for 2 with the single. Had a triple, a run, and a strikeout. And a swing and a miss by Nelson for strike 1. He's currently in a 1-1 count here in the bottom of the second inning.
So he's shown Nelson a fastball at the top of the zone. Didn't get the call there. And right there, he throws the curveball, pulls the string on him at the very bottom of the zone. He's taken Nelson's eyes to 2 different levels.
Here comes the 1-1 pitch, and Nelson another swing, but he wasn't able to make contact for strike 2. He's currently in the 1-2 count.
So he's committing to that off speed. He's gone with the curveball again, 79 miles an hour there. A little bit further in on the zone, but still over the plate. He's got a couple different options here, but don't be surprised if you see a high fastball.
Nelson is in a hole early on, 1-2 with 2 outs. And here comes the payoff pitch. Got him looking with the fastball up and away for strike 3. Power go down 1-2-3. We'll be heading to the top of the third. The score remains 2-1. Power still up. Be right back after this break.
Jessup Auto Plaza has been proudly serving the Coachella Valley since 1938 as your trusted family-owned auto destination. Now, electrify your drive with the Valley's most extensive range of electric vehicles. Drive the Chevrolet Blazer, Equinox, Silverado, the powerful GMC Hummer, Sierra, and the distinctive Cadillac Lyriq. Silent power, bold performance. Electrify your drive. Jessup Auto Plaza. Since 1938, the EV brands you love, the family you trust.
Hey, Coachella Valley, Patrick Summers here, General Air Conditioning and Plumbing. Spring is here and summer is right behind it. Don't get caught with a broken air conditioning system. Call us now. Let us get a tune-up done. We're offering a special for $79. It comes with a seasonal guarantee. Call our team today. Get yourself scheduled before the heat hits. Be proactive, not reactive. Go ahead and book at callthegeneral.com or call our offices and we'll get you taken care of.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to the final game of the regular season. The Power are taking on the San Diego Stars. The score still remains 2-1. The Power were able to answer back with 2 runs of their own back in the bottom of the first inning. And now we're in the top of the third with Carter Lockwood coming up to bat. Johnny Young still on the bump, having a great outing so far. Got his first strikeout to end the the top of the second inning, which was Juan Nunez. And now Lockwood gets a ball 1 to start off his at-bat here in the top of the third. Carter Lockwood is currently uncommitted as of right now. And Lockwood shoots it over right to Bavakwa, and he's able to get the first out of the inning. Great read by him and a great jump.
Yeah, Young Star starts him off with a slider in on the hands. It wasn't too far inside of the zone, or too far in past the zone, so it was a ball. It was just barely nicking the edge of it, but he stays with that same plane. He stays low and goes with a fastball out on the other side of the plate. Carter Lockwood looked really hesitant in that swing and just barely able to fight it off, and lazy fly ball to left field gets an out.
And now we have Ethan Wright, Stars leadoff batter. Reached by an error by the shortstop, Michael Gonzalez was able to score, but he was the only run that came in to score so far in his game. Takes for ball 1. Shoots it right past O'Neill. Great diving attempt, a full extension. Was not able to glove it. Lines it right to the right fielder, KJ Moon, for his first hit. And now we have Justin Tucker, who was hit by a pitch his first time around.
Yeah, that one's 78-mile-an-hour fastball. Looks like he was trying to go out off the plate, but had some tailing action on it. Not sure if he was trying to throw a sinker or just a straight-up two-seam, but it came back over the zone. It was just on the outer half, but again, it was still enough to get that to go into right field for a hit. Not sure what was wrong with Isaac Rodriguez coming back in from the dugout. Not sure if he had to switch out a glove or something, but now he's back in the game.
And now we still have Justin Tucker getting his second at-bat here with Ethan Wright standing at first base after the single. Johnny Young picks to first base, but Wright's able to get back in time. Now Ethan Wright at San Diego Mesa College has 12 stolen bases. So let's see if he takes advantage of the speed against the Power. And there he goes, going on the first pitch. And he's in there safe without a throw. Blake Conrad did not throw down to second base. But Johnny Young does get a first pitch strike on Justin Tucker as he was trying to bunt and he pulled it back.
Yeah, Blake Conrad's been having a fantastic season behind the plate defensively, blocking balls, framing. The pitchers love him, and part of why they love him is because of that quick pop time, and he's able to throw out runners almost at will. His first stolen base allowed of the season.
Tucker hits it right over the NATO, gets under it, and is going to throw it over to the cut. Mike Gonzalez, no, he's going to throw it over right to third base, no Arriola. But Ethan Wright is standing on third base. Here with 2 outs in the on the top of the third inning. Stars have a runner in scoring position yet again. Now it looks like the Stars have a pinch hitter. Number 19 is going to be, he's not on the roster, but we'll go ahead and confirm with you once we get the name and number. He's pinch hitting for Frankie Giacolone. Colon flied out his first time around, and now we got the new batter coming up the bat.
Yeah, Mike Clark coming in to pinch hit for Jacques Colon. He'll presumably be playing first base, barring a double switch or a defensive switch out there. But right now, Jacques Colon's day ends with just one at-bat, and he flew out to center field.
Mike Clark takes for ball 1, down and away. Mike Clark shoots it right over to Gonzalez with the soft liner, and the Power able to get out of it unscathed. Score still remains 2-1. Now we're entering the bottom of the third inning. We'll be right back after this break.
For 20 years, our family's mission has been simple. It all starts at Stuffed, where exceptional service meets bold flavors. Every crust, a masterpiece. cocktails crafted to perfection, and an atmosphere that brings family and friends together. Stuffed pizza, dine-in or takeout. Savor and enjoy at our 2 locations. Quality, service, family legacy, it all starts at Stuffed.
Whenever you find yourself hungry for something real, simple, and true, we're here for you.
That's what a hamburger's all about.
Monster Shakes, the best ice cream creations in the desert and only place in the world that serves all 10 flavors of Dole Soft Serve. The winner of the best soft serve and smoothies, home to the world's best date shake and other fun creations like ice cream nachos and the cotton candy burrito. For a limited time, come in and try your luck. Any soft serve that weighs exactly 16 ounces is free. Monster Shakes in Palm Springs and Cathedral City facing the Mary Pickford. Franchise opportunities available too. Monster Shakes, a delicious mess.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to the final game of the regular season. Palm Springs Power still leading 2-1 here, entering the bottom of the 3rd inning. Stars did have a runner in scoring position, but Johnny Young was able to work out the traffic to keep the game ahead with them at going 2-1. And now entering the bottom of the 3rd, we have Isaac Rodriguez, the second baseman, fouls it down the first baseline for strike 1.
Yeah, and after a long first inning, 21 pitches for Young, 11 in the second, 8 in the third. Pitch count right in line where you want it to be, right around 40 pitches on the day. Should be able to continue that, and if he does, this could be a long outing.
Isaac Rodriguez hits it right over to the pitcher. He's able to glove it and toss it to first base to collect the first out of the inning. And now due up for the Power, we have Mike Gonzalez, who reached on an error by the shortstop. He was able to steal and score in that inning.
Yeah, one error for each team, both of them in the first, both of them to the leadoff batters. E6 for each shortstop. Mike Gonzalez and Aguilar on both sides, and conveniently both of them have scored. The only difference in this game, they managed to score Blake Conrad after that on an RBI single by Garrett Bavacqua.
Gonzalez a swing and a miss for strike 1. Power still leading 2-1 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning with 1 out. Now Mike Gonzalez has been doing a great job in the strikeout department. Only has 12 and has now struck out more than twice all summer. And he gets hit right on the lower part of the body. The Power do have another runner on base with only 1 out.
Yeah, fastball, they were trying to go in on the zone. The catcher, Nunez, was set up about 3-4 inches inside of the plate, but that one just keeps running in and hits Mike Gonzalez right in the shoulder. Gonzalez has really kind of sneakily improved his year, just one game at a time. It's been solid so far. Early on in the season, he wasn't really expected to be one of the main guys in this lineup, but he's been hitting. He just flat out puts the ball in play almost every time he's up there. And when he can, he gets free bases with the best of them.
Yeah, you said it right. He does put the ball in play a lot. At one point, he held an 8-game hit streak from June 8th to June 25th. It's his longest hit streak all summer. And now we have Blake Conrad, who had an RBI double his first time around.
Gonzalez is one of the guys who, when we're debating player of the game, he's always like the 3rd or 4th or 5th guy on the mind because the stat line's always pretty similar. It's nothing that jumps off the page, but it's consistently 1 for 2, 2 for 3, 3 for 4, a couple singles, maybe an RBI in there. But again, he just keeps stacking those days on top of each other. He's one of the most consistent players on the team.
He is indeed. He's always getting hits and getting on base, as well as stolen bases as well. He did earn himself another one back in the first inning, totaling 12 stolen bases. The most he ever stole in one game was 3, and that happened twice. So we'll see if it takes another one tonight. Blake Conrad shoots it right over to the shortstop, Aguilar. Is able to get Gonzalez on the foresight at second, but that's the only out they'll get as Conrad is hustling down the first baseline.
Yeah, Conrad went out on the other half of the play trying to get a slider away. It almost crept out of the zone, but stayed in long enough for Conrad to really get a better piece of the barrel on it. He almost completely missed it and just rolled it over to the shortstop. Luckily, able to beat out what would have been an attempted throw down to first. But again, he's hustling down the line, and he runs really well for a catcher, so they couldn't even consider throwing down to first.
And now duo, we have Garrett Bavacqua. Had a single, an RBI single back in the first inning. Takes for ball 1. The season best was a 4-hit day. Was against the Inland Valley Pirates on July 14th. Went 4 for 5, 2 RBIs, 1 run, 1 stolen base, and only 1 strikeout. Takes a fastball down and away for strike 1. Currently in a 1-1 count here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Power is still leading 2-1. And we have Blake Conrad sitting at first base after beating out the double play. Bavacqua standing in the left-handed batter's box, a lefty-righty matchup. And he throws it outside for ball 2. Counts currently 2-1.
And Bavacqua, one of the guys who came about halfway through this season, his first game July 1st, but since he's touched down in Palm Springs, he has been fantastic. A 474 average, an OPS just over 1,000, and 4 RBIs in his time.
And he throws a fastball down and away for strike 2 to even up the count at 2-2 with 2 outs.
Again, it seems like every time he's been up, every time it's been a big spot, and they just need runners. Garrett Bavacqua has been able to get on base.
Yes, he has. He currently has a .545 on base percentage. Takes low for ball 3. What a take by Bavacqua. Has at least 1 walk in back-to-back games he's played in. Against the Havasu Heat, he had a total of 3 walks. 2 in game 1 on July 15th and 1 walk on July 16th. And now he's in a full count, has a chance to add on to the base fly balls department. There goes Conrad going on the pitch, and he's a swing and a miss to end the inning. The Stars are still down 2-1, entering the top of the 4th inning, and we'll be right back after this break.
Everyone knows good things come in threes, like Dave & Buster's Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99, including 1 mouth-watering entree, a refreshing beverage, a $10 power card, and a whole lot of fun, which means you enjoy a delicious meal for under $10. Oh, look, that's 5 good things. Good things come in threes at Dave & Buster's with the Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99. Buy online or in-store today.
Hello, Power Baseball fans. At SBMP Attorneys, we believe in the power of community. And that's why we proudly support the Palm Springs Power, our hometown baseball team. After a memorable championship season in 2024, capping off the team's 20th anniversary, we're all very excited about the 2025 Power team. SBMP Attorneys and the Palm Springs Power are 2 teams that are committed to excellence, community, and the spirit of winning. We'll see you all at the ballpark.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to the final game of the regular season. Palm Springs Tower still leading 2-1, entering the top of the 4th inning against the San Diego Stars. And now due up, we have Logan Allegar, the shortstop, who hit into second base his first time around. Johnny Young still on the bump with a total of 1 strikeout and 1 run. Had a great outing in the 3rd inning, throwing only 8 pitches. Now he takes for ball 1. Logan Aguilar is out of Grossmont College. Batted .354 in 43 games played over the season. Johnny Young missed it down and in for ball 2. Aguilar is currently in the 2-0 count early on to Young. And on deck for the Stars, we have Landon Bailey. Got him with the high fastball for strike 1. The count's currently 2-1 here in the top of the 4th inning. Stars have been getting the leadoff batter on all through the first 3 innings, but they haven't been able to bring him in across the board. Still only have 1 run. And now Aguilar takes for ball 3. Count's currently 3-1. And we'll see how long Johnny Young can stay out there. This is the first time he throws this many innings all summer. And he missed outside for ball 4. The Stars continue to get the leadoff batter on in the first 4 innings of the game. And let's see if they'll be able to take advantage of that as they have the leadoff batter on. And now duo, we have Landon Bailey. Landon Bailey is currently 0 for 1 tonight. Bailey's also out of San Diego Mesa College. And then Young throws back to first base, but Aguilar is able to get there just in time.
And you mentioned wondering how long Johnny Young can go in this game. No, right now, nobody warming up in the bullpen, so it seems like at least 4 innings, probably 5, but around here, he's been a workhorse. He's been a workhorse at his previous schools before. Has been voted as the PSCL Ironman of the Year a couple years back, and really this summer's the only time he hasn't been one of those guys taking on a huge workload. It's been sporadic outings here and there. He's had a couple long outings for the Grizzly in the PSCL.
Young gets him with the fastball down and away for strike 1 to Bailey, currently in the 1-1 count.
But in all reality, he's only probably got about 26 innings this summer, maybe 28. So it's a fairly fresh arm out there for the power.
Johnny Young throws back to first base again. Aguilar is able to slide back in time. Now back at Grossmont College, Aguilar only has 7 stolen bases. So we'll see if he tries to attempt to steal second here, or at least if they do another hit and run. Got him with the high fastball for strike 2. It counts currently 1-2 to Landon Bailey here in the top of the 4th inning. Stars are still trailing 2-1 against the power. Stars been doing a great job getting a leadoff batter on, but they haven't been able to take advantage of that. They've been going down 1-2-3 right after the leadoff batter is on. And they shoot it right over the Gonzalez, able to throw to second, and now Rodriguez throws it to first, and they get him. What a play by O'Neal. Had to fully extend himself, reached out, was able to glove it and land on the floor to complete the out. Great double play by the power yet again.
A great double play, 6-4-3. Gonzalez throws it down to Rodriguez, and Rodriguez trying to set his feet. He had to make a quick tag on that bag and quickly fired that ball down to first, except it was an errant throw, and Brian O'Neal saving the day down there, keeping that right foot on the bag as he goes full extension into the dirt to just keep that ball with him and get that out.
Brian O'Neal's been strong off the glove tonight. He had to leave his feet just to tag someone at first base. Been doing great so far tonight. And now we have Joe Anderson, the third baseman, taking for strike 1. And then shoots it right over the Young. A soft hit, and Young is able to toss it to first base and collect the final out of the inning. Power still lead 2-1 after giving up the leadoff batter on base. And now we head into the bottom of the 4th inning. We'll be right back after this break.
There's something winning in the agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Across the Coachella Valley, you'll find our communities powered by short-term rentals. These rentals bring visitors and dollars to the region. Whether attending events, checking out the art scene, or dining at restaurants, when they spend money, we all score. The nearly $1 billion impact of short-term vacation rentals generates tax revenues that fund police, firefighters, education, and many other programs that improve our daily lives. To learn why short-term rentals are a grand slam for the home team, visit onecv.org.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you for tuning in into the Palm Springs Power taking on the San Diego Stars. The score still remains 2-1, even though the Stars, through the first 4 innings, have been getting the leadoff runner on base. They just haven't been able to do anything with it as the Pirates continue to work around the traffic they put on for Johnny Young. And now due up here in the bottom of the 4th, Noah Arriola coming up to bat. Been a great addition so far from the PSCL. Swing and a miss for strike 1. And the Stars still have Joey Iglesias on the bump for them. Has 2 strikeouts and no walks given up by him. 3 strikeouts. And a swing and a miss again by Arriola. In the 0-2 count here in the bottom of the 4th inning, the Power still lead 2-1. Arriola hit his first home run back on July 15th. And here comes the 0-2 pitch. Arriola swing and a miss for strike 3. Oh, no, excuse me. He was able to foul it to keep this bat alive. Great job by him. And it looks like the Stars don't have anyone warming up for them. So it looks like Iglesias is going to stay in there for the long run tonight. Arriola shoots it right to the left fielder, Gamino. But he's right under to collect the first out of the inning. It looks like Arriola just missed that pitch.
Yeah, he just missed it. 79-mile-an-hour curveball down in the zone. Arriola saw it, and he just barely missed it. 85 miles an hour off the bat, 330 feet. If he gets that thing a couple inches higher on that barrel, that thing's gone.
Yes, certainly had the height for it. But now KJ Moon's coming up the bat, swings at the first pitch, and is out of play for the first baseman, Gio Colon.
We've seen Arriola with a couple hard flyouts, lineouts, and we even see him hit one the other day that left the building. When he gets a hold of it, he's a strong, strong man, and he can send it a far way. The one the other night was no doubt off the bat.
He's no stranger to the home run. Had 2 while playing for the Bootleggers in the PSCL. KJ Moon takes for ball 1. He's currently in a 1-1 count with 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Power still leading 2-1. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Moon. Gets him with the looks like a breaking pitch for strike 2. Down and in on Moon. Moon's currently batting this summer, 309. Has a total of 17 hits. And a swing and a miss. Got him with the off-speed down and away. Catcher throws down to first base. Nunez to Jacques Colon to collect the second out.
Yeah, it's a great sequence there against Moon. He goes with the fastball in on the hands and then a curveball below the zone that's just high enough, though, to still get Moon to chase. Falls that one off up with a slider across the plate. That, again, it stays in the zone long enough to fool him. He goes after it, and that thing at the last second takes a left-hand turn right out of the zone.
And now we have Brian O'Neill, the lefty, coming up to bat. Hit to the shortstop his first time around. Swung halfway, but still got called for strike 1. Brian O'Neill is currently batting .267. Has a total of 16 hits, though, with 9 doubles and 23 RBIs. Just fouled it back for strike 2. He's in a hole early on, 0-2. Iglesias has been trending so far through the first 3 innings with the strikeout in each. Was able to get another strikeout here in the 4th inning. Has a total of 4 strikeouts tonight against the Powers offense. Has only been in 1 full count tonight as well. He's been doing a great job getting the outs and the soft contact. And there goes Aguilar, the shortstop, called off by the left fielder Gamito to collect the 3rd out of the inning. A quick 1-2-3 inning, 2 for Iglesias, and now the Power going into the top of the 5th, still leading 2-1. We'll be right back after this break.
The Management Trust is a 100% employee-owned company. Every employee has a vested interest in providing memorable experiences to every homeowner and board members of HOAs. It's a very powerful thing. No homeowners association is too small or too large for us to manage. From community maintenance services to customized absentee home care, the Management Trust provides just about every service any homeowner could ask for.
Hi, I'm Damien with the Management Trust. We're community management built differently for your homeowners association. To find out how, give me a call.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Quality first. It's quite a philosophy to live by. But world-class ingredients are the foundation of great meals. And we wouldn't have it any other way. At Kaiser Grill in downtown Palm Springs, we believe you deserve the best. So whether it's dinner for 2 or a celebration with 200 friends, quality is our promise to you. Because quality is king. Quality is Kaiser.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you for tuning in into the final game of the regular season. With me is Stephen Buxton, and I'm Johnny Maldonado. The Power are taking on the San Diego Stars. Power still lead 2-1, entering the top of the 5th inning. It looks like Johnny Young still out there having a long outing tonight. It's been great so far. 4 innings with 1 strikeout. And now due up for the Stars is going to be Gavin Gamino, who hit to the shortstop his first time around. A swing and a miss for strike 1. Johnny Young tonight has also only given up 1 walk and 1 hit by pitch. Been very productive getting weak contact, hitting it right to the fielders. And missed away for ball 1. Counts currently even up 1-1 here in the top of the 5th inning. The Stars still haven't gotten an extra base hit. They've only been getting singles so far tonight. And on deck circle is going to be Juan Nunez. Gamino takes for a ball 2. Counts currently 2-1. Gamino's currently uncommitted so far. Still looking to home to call this fall. Comes a 2-1 pitch. Missed up with the breaking pitch. Counts currently 3-1. Johnny Young's been doing great the past 2 innings. Through 11 pitches, went 1, 2, 3 back in the 4th. And in the 3rd, only threw 8 pitches. Seeing 4 batters, only giving up 1 single. And a swing and a miss for strike 2. He's made it to a full count, 3-2. Great way to come back. Johnny Young does have the chance to collect another strikeout, but tonight he's been known to put the star's been known to put the ball in play. He's been pitched to contact lately. And they shoots it right over to third baseman. Arriola just gets under his glove. Had the chance for the routine out at third to first, but now they have another leadoff batter on first base. It's 5 straight innings with the leadoff batter on.
Yeah, and right there, Young goes with the slider well below the zone, and Gamino goes chasing, gets it off the end of the bat, a slow roller down to third base, and Arriola there, it's really just purely a mental error, goes down for it. He had the play, he was in the right spot, but goes up too early, trying to just rush it, and the ball just never made it to him.
And now we have Juan Nunez, the catcher coming up the bat, currently 0 for 1, struck out his first time around back in the 2nd inning. Johnny Young's only strikeout tonight as well. Throws back to first base, but Gamino made it back in time. And here comes the first pitch of the at-bat. Gets him for strike 1. Now Young's been doing a great job with the runners on and controlling the traffic as a start. As I mentioned, been getting the leadoff batter on base throughout the whole night. Just haven't been able to do anything with them. Fouls it straight back for strike 2. He's 0-2 here in the top of the 5th inning. Stars are trying to fight their way to tie this game up. They've been doing a great job getting runners on, but they just haven't been able to cash them in. And it looks like the Power do have some movement down in the bullpen.
Yeah, looks like Casey Keller down there getting ready.
Young throws back to first base, but Gamino makes it back in time.
Keller out of Tampa University. He's had some time on the mound, hasn't exactly been a workhorse with the Power. It's been really sporadic starts or appearances.
Comes the 0-2 pitch. He fouls it back into his glove. It's going to be for strike 3. Johnny Young collects his 2nd strikeout of the game.
But if you're looking at the bigger picture for things, Keller and Johnny Young can basically piggyback this game. Keller is built up as a starter, so let's say Johnny Young finishes this inning and he's out for the 6th, then Keller realistically could finish off the rest of it.
Johnny Young's been doing great so far. Threw only 11 pitches back in the 4th inning. Double play is what saved him, and the fly and the weak contact has been getting consistently all night. Stars still have no extra base hits, and there goes Gamino to second base. What a pick by Gonzalez. Conrad threw a short hop right to him, but was able to pick it up and tag him out at second base, trying to steal. Great pick-me-up play by Gonzalez to get the 2nd out.
And Conrad behind the plate, I mentioned that until tonight he hadn't allowed a runner to steal on him. It's because of that quick pop time, and we've seen him go from whatever arm angle's comfortable, whatever arm angle he really receives the ball at, just whatever's the quickest thing to get down to the plate. And that last pitch, a fastball up in the zone, so he's able to complete the transfer really quickly, and the arm's already up there to go over the top, and delivers a strike right down to second base, and a perfect tag by Gonzalez.
Beautiful play indeed to get the 2nd out. And it looked like he checked, swing that note. Yes, he could not hold back for the 2nd strike. To Lockwood's currently 2-2. And as you mentioned, I do see him working on those different arm slots when he's warming up, throwing it down. So it certainly is paying off as he was able to get the out here tonight.
Conrad, if you're just looking at the numbers in the different arm slots, just depending on where he's throwing it, really comfortable from going down low. And if you look at the numbers there, he is above the MLB average on throws down to second base, on being able to get runners out and being able to really just limit that running game in general.
And then Lockwood shoots it straight up. He's right under it, and they get out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 yet again for Johnny Young and the Power. The score still remains 2-1 as we enter the bottom of the 5th inning. Great inning by them, and we'll see you right back after this break.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to the final game of the regular season. Power still leading 2-1 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Johnny Young had another 1-2-3 outing back in the top of the 5th. And now duo for the Power, we have Keaton Nato, who hit it right to the shortstop for a 6-3 putout his first time around. And he shows a bunt, but he fouled it. Not a bad idea, as the defense is playing a little bit of back.
And I like the approach there, Keaton Nato. If he pulls that bunt off, he's almost really guaranteed to get to first. He runs well enough. Both the corners are playing back, and besides a miraculous play from the pitcher Iglesias, he's almost guaranteed to get on first.
Keaton Nato gets jammed, shoots it right over the Aguilar, shoots over to first, and they collect the first out. It's going to be a 6-3 putout by the Stars to collect the first out of the inning. And now duo, we have Tyler Nelson, the DH, who struck out his first time around back in the 2nd inning. He is one of the 4 strikeout victims by Joey Iglesias tonight. Score still remains 2-1 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. The Power have 2 hits, 2 errors. Stars have 1 run, 2 hits, and 2 errors as well. Here comes the first pitch by Iglesias to Nelson, and it's ball 1 as it was in the dirt. Tyler Nelson has 3 extra base hits throughout the whole summer, 2 doubles, and 1 triple recently came on July 16th against the Heat. Takes for strike 1. Nelson's currently in a 1-1 count with 1 out. Has a great on-base percentage of .421. Currently has 4 walks all summer, excuse me. Comes a 1-1 pitch by Iglesias. He gets him for strike 2 on the outside portion of the plate, making it a 1-2 count. Now Iglesias has been trending with the strikeout in each inning. Has 1 in the first, all through the 4th inning. Has a chance to collect another one here in the 5th. Being ahead 1-2 to Nelson. Comes a 1-2 pitch, And it shoots it right over to Lockwood, the second baseman. Took a hop last second. He's able to field it and throw it to first base to collect the second out. That'll be a 4-3 put out. And now due up, we have Isaac Rodriguez, the second baseman. We hit a soft hit right to the pitcher to his first time around back in the third inning.
And that plays a little bit harder than it looks going from Lockwood to Jacques Colon, but it's relatively routine. But out of all the really routine plays, it's a little bit more difficult because that second bounce slowed it up. It got in the air, and it just started to take more time. And it really allowed Tyler Nelson to recover about 2 or 3 steps on it going down to first.
Yeah, this field's been known to be choppy. He hit it on hard on the ground, and good luck being an infielder. See some great plays at the last second. And a swing and a miss by Rodriguez to make it an 0-2 count. Rodriguez is out of College of the Desert. Batted .375 with 20 RBIs, 29 runs scored, and 11 stolen bases. It's been great for them over there, and now he's on the power trying to do his best to get on the board for them. Check swing as the pitch was away. Counts currently 1-2. Great job by him to hold back off of that.
And it looked like the catcher, Nunez, almost trying to sell it just off his reaction. That pitch wasn't very close, and Isaac Rodriguez didn't have really anything other than the knob of his bat move more than about an inch. Didn't look like a check swing at all, but Nunez already trying to walk it off.
Here comes the 1-2 pitch by Rodriguez, and he misses up for ball 2. Counts currently 2-2 to Isaac Rodriguez.
That one, a really good take. 89-mile-an-hour fastball up and away on our TrackMan K-zone. It looked like it just might have nicked the top of the zone, but it's one of those pitches that's borderline 50-50, call either way.
Great two-strike approach Rodriguez is having so far, and he shoots a soft liner right to the pitcher to end the inning. Iglesias had another 1-2-3 inning as well. We'll be right back after this break.
Family setting, you know, we come and we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
Building your business is no small undertaking, and you need the right team by your side. Whether you're just getting started or expanding nationwide, Pacific Premier Bank is here to support your business every step of the way. As your trusted banking partner, we can help guide you down the right path with customized solutions designed for your business. We'll help you achieve the success you deserve. Pacific Premier Bank. Let's build your future together.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to the final game of the regular season. Palm Springs Power still leading 2-1 over the San Diego Stars. And now we have a pitching change. We have Casey Keller coming in to relieve Johnny Young here in the top of the 6th inning. And leading up for the Stars, we have Ethan Wright, who was able to reach on base twice. And his at-bats, 1 for 2, currently was able to reach his first time around by an error back in the 1st inning. And now he swung at the pitch and missed for strike 1 to start of his outing.
Yeah, Keller taking over for Young, and Young was outstanding. 5 innings, 2 hits, just 1 run. It was not earned. 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. He hit a batter. But most importantly, again, those 5 innings, and he is in line for the win right now.
Yeah, he did a great job. Back in the 4th and 5th inning, was able to get the Stars 1, 2, 3 both times. Was able to work his way around traffic with the help of his defense as well, throwing out the gloves. Having a double play to get out in the 4th inning. It's been terrific so far tonight, but now it's Keller's turn to continue on that trend. Currently in a 1-2 count. Comes the 1-2 pitch. Just fouled it. No, he missed it. It's going to be strike 3 called with the drop ball, and they get him at first base to collect his first strikeout of the game.
And Keller's a guy with a bit of a different arsenal. He can dial it up to high 80s, even touch 90, 91. Right there, that one looked like he threw a cutter at 85 miles an hour, but again, gets the result. He'll strike out a few more batters, and again, he's built for bulk. He can provide this team with enough length to finish the ball game. Just 1 outing this season. He threw against the Havasu Heat last week, or earlier this week, and faced 5 batters, allowed 1 run on 1 hit. He did strike out 2, did not walk a batter.
Casey Keller threw that one in the dirt. It's currently a 2-0 count to Justin Tucker, who's currently 0 for 1. Fired out to the center fielder and was hit by pitch in the 1st inning. Now the game's still tight. Stars been doing their jobs as a leadoff batter to get on base. They just haven't been able to move them across or do anything with them. They just continue to get out. And now Justin Tucker fouls it off to make it a 2-1 count. But the power pitching's been great so far. They've been able to get them weak contact and no extra base hits as well. They've all been singles, or they were able to walk or hit by pitches. Not much going on for the Stars with runners on. Gets him with the fastball, dialing away for strike 2. A great pitch to make it a 2-2 count to Tucker. And it looks like the Power do have another arm warming up, number 38. AJ Moreno warming up. Here comes a 2-2 pitch. And he fouls it straight back over the stands to stay alive in his at-bat. He'll be seeing his 6th pitch in his at-bat. And on deck for the Stars, we have Mike Clark. Justin Tucker is currently uncommitted. Still looking for a home to call this fall. And a swing and a miss by Tucker. Keller collects his 2nd strikeout. Great way to start off this outing with 2 strikeouts for 2 outs. And now we have Mike Clark, who lined out to the shortstop his first time around.
And while Casey Keller can finish this game for the Power if they do need it, they are warming up an arm. AJ Moreno getting hot down in the bullpen. But again, expect Casey Keller to go as long as they can get out of him, with the playoffs coming up starting tomorrow.
And then Clark shoots it right over to the shortstop. Gonzalez, he fields it and throws it down to first base. Power have collected another 1-2-3 inning. We'll be right back after this break as they continue to lead 2-1, entering the the bottom of the 6th inning. We'll be right back.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta, For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Hello, Power Baseball fans. At SBMP Attorneys, we believe in the power of community. And that's why we proudly support the Palm Springs Power, our hometown baseball team. After a memorable championship season in 2024, capping off the team's 20th anniversary, we're all very excited about the 2025 Power team. SBMP Attorneys and the Palm Springs Power are two teams that are committed to excellence, community, and the spirit of winning. We'll see you all at the ballpark.
Monster Shakes, the best ice cream creations in the desert and only place in the world that serves all 10 flavors of Dole Soft Serve. The winner of the best soft serve and smoothies, home to the world's best date shake and other fun creations like ice cream nachos and the cotton candy burrito. For a limited time, come in and try your luck. Any soft serve that weighs exactly 16 ounces is free. Monster Shakes in Palm Springs and Cathedral City facing the Mary Pickford. Franchise opportunities available too. Monster Shakes, a delicious mess.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to the regular season final game tonight as the Power are still leading 2-1 over the San Diego Stars. And now duo for the Power, we have Michael Gonzalez. It looks like the Stars are going to the bullpen. Jason Gonzalez is coming in to relieve Joey Gonzalez tonight. Michael Gonzalez is currently 0 for 1 with a reach out, an error, and a hit by pitch back in the third inning. Gonzalez swings for the strike one. Iglesias' stat line, he went 5 innings pitch with 4 strikeouts with 62 pitches, and Gonzalez shoots it right down the first baseline foul. And he's only allowed 2 hits as well through 5 innings of work.
But an important number for Iglesias, 2 runs, 1 of them earned. He didn't walk anyone, but he is in line for the loss right now.
Yeah, still a tight ball game. Both starting pitchers did a great job today, keeping the game within reach. And if Michael Gonzalez fouls off yet another pitch, staying alive, still in the 0-2 count. And Michael Gonzalez has been great. He's only struck out 12 times in 56 at-bats. Hasn't struck out more than 3 times, though. Doing a great job in the 0-2 count, putting the ball in play, as we mentioned before. Throws it low in the dirt for ball 2, currently in the 2-2 count. Now, Jason Gonzalez is also known to be uncommitted, still looking for a home to call this fall. Entering the bottom of the 6th inning here with me, Stephen Buxton, and I'm Johnny Maldonado. Power still leading 2-1. Michael Gonzalez just takes a pitch just off the outside corner of the plate to make it a full count. Great take by him. It looks like it just missed the black portion of the plate. Making it a full count. He'll be seeing his 7th pitch in this at-bat. Having a long at-bat for the new relief pitcher. Here comes the 3-2 pitch and a swing and a miss. He got him with the fastball up and away to collect the first out and the strikeout for him tonight. Nonetheless, that was a great long at-bat by Gonzalez. Seen a total of 7 pitches. And now duo, we have Blake Conrad, who's currently 1 for 2. Had a double, an RBI double in the first inning, and reach on a fielder's choice back in the 3rd.
Yeah, fastball heavy at-bat there for Gonzalez, and it looks like they just pulled out a sinker at the end of it to really bury him there. 19 inches of vertical break on that pitch.
Now we got Blake Conrad coming up to bat. Swung and missed at the first pitch. Currently 0-1. Takes the ball in the dirt to make it 1-1. Blake Conrad all summer only has 4 strikeouts in 44 at-bats. They're doing a great job putting in the play as well. Conrad swinging and miss for strike 2. It's in a 1-2 count. Gonzalez is making quick work. He's getting ahead early, but Michael Gonzalez was able to take him to a full count by taking some pitches just off the plate. Now let's see if Conrad can continue that trend, leaving those pitches off the plate alone. Swing and a miss as the ball went flying into the dugout. Near him, I mean, to collect his second strikeout of the game for Gonzalez.
Yeah, slider down and out of the zone. Blake Conrad fell for that one. And looked like he needed some more pine tar on that bat because that thing went flying almost all the way down to our media well down the third base line. Down the third base line. Nearly took out his coaching staff there.
Yeah, they all had to move at the last second watching that bat fly towards them. But now, duo, we have Garrett Bavacqua, who was 1 for 2, had an RBI single, and struck out in the third inning. Takes for ball 1, making a 1-0 count here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Gonzalez is coming in to relieve Iglesias and was able to get back-to-back strikeouts. Now he takes ball 2. He's ahead in the count, 2-0. Now the Power and the Stars have been going 1-2-3 back in the 4th and 5th inning. They've been doing the pitching, has been doing a great job so far. Gets him for strike 1 down at the knees to make it a 2-1 count to Bavacqua. Still a tight game as it's been so far all night. Both pitching staffs haven't letting up against the offenses. And they threw it away for 3-1. Bavacqua was doing a great job of letting go of the pitchers outside the zone. He's able to work it to a 3-1 count, and on deck we have Noah Arriola. Here comes a 3-1 pitch, and it shoots it right down the first baseline, foul. Now this is Gonzalez's second full pitch count right here. Power doing a great job, seeing a lot of pitches going deep into the counts with the new pitcher. It's always something you want them to do, make them uncomfortable early on. This would be his 6th pitch in his at-bat. Here comes a 3-2 pitch, and he shoots it right over to the center fielder, Tucker. Looks like he's under it, and he's going to collect the 3rd out of the inning. The Power go down 1-2-3 yet again. As we head into the top of the 3rd, they still lead 2-1 over the San Diego Stars. We'll be right back after this break.
Everyone knows good things come in threes, like our Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99. Maybe the saying should be good things come in 1999s. Maybe not. The Dave & Buster's Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Jessup Auto Plaza has been proudly serving the Coachella Valley since 1938 as your trusted family-owned auto destination. Now, electrify your drive with the Valley's most extensive range of electric vehicles. Drive the Chevrolet Blazer, Equinox, Silverado, the powerful GMC Hummer, Sierra, and the distinctive Cadillac Lyriq. Silent power, bold performance. Electrify your drive. Jessup Auto Plaza. Since 1938, the EV brands you love, the family you trust.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you for tuning in into the final game of the regular season. Palm Springs Power taking on the San Diego Stars. Power still leading 2-1, entering the top of the 7th inning. And coming in to relief Casey Keller is going to be Hudson Myers coming in the top of the 7th to face off Logan Aguilar, the shortstop, currently 0 for 2. And Myers throws it for ball 1 to start off the night. Casey Keller went through 11 pitches with 1 inning, collected 2 strikeouts, allowed 0 hits, and we only saw 3 batters had a quick 1-2-3 inning. And now Myers throws his first pitch strike. Throws his first strike of the night, making it a 1-1 count to Aguilar.
Yeah, Myers out of College of the Desert, 6'3", 250 pounds. One of the biggest guys on the team. No surprise. He did play football for the Roadrunners for a season. And on the season, he hasn't pitched a ton for the Power, but when he hasn't let up anything. Still a 0 ERA on the season.
A great arm to put in here as the game is still tight. He's only been in two games so far through 0.1 innings against the Inland Valley Legends and 1 inning against the Southern Nevada Coyotes. Saw 3 batters, struck out 1. And here comes the 3-1 pitch. Looks like it just missed for ball 4, and the Stars get another leadoff batter on base, whether it's walks or hits.
Couple close pitches there. Just the second walk of the season for Hudson Myers.
And now we have, it looks like it's going to be a pitch hitter for Landon Bailey.
Yeah, number 30, Caden Henson going into the game now. Henson, one of a handful of guys still looking for a home next season.
It's going to be a lefty-lefty matchup as Myers and Henson are both lefties. Throws it away just off the plate for ball 1. Now Aguilar was able to reach base twice by walks. He got walked back in the 4th inning as well. Hudson Myers gets the pitch on the outside corner for strike 1, making it a 1-1 count. Here comes the 1-1 pitch from Myers. Just missed off the plate yet again to make it a 2-1 count. Now it looks like the Stars aren't going to be really as aggressive as the Power. Within stolen bases, they still have the chance to do it with no outs. Trying to get the runners moving, or they might bunt yet again. They've been showing bunts a couple times throughout the game as well. And it shoots a foul straight back for strike 2.
Right now you've got a lefty on the mound in Hudson Myers, who works relatively quickly to the plate. Don't expect to see any sort of movement before the pitch. Don't expect to see any sort of stolen bases right now, because it's just about the worst case scenario for them to run between this duo with Blake Conrad and Hudson Myers.
Here comes a 2-2 pitch by Myers. Throws it for ball 3, and that's exactly the pitcher you need. This is late in the game. The Stars been known to get the runners on almost in every inning. And just like you mentioned, he is quick to the plate, so this is the perfect situation for Myers to be in. Aguilar's taking a decent lead at first base. Here comes a 3-2 pitch, and he fouls it straight back to stay alive in his at-bat. Currently a 3-2 count to Henson. His first time around is able to work a full and foul it back to stay alive in his at-bat. Great 2-strike approach by him so far. And on deck for the Stars, we have Joe Anderson. Myers is checking the runner at first base by looking at him. And he throws it low for ball 4. Back-to-back walks given up by Hudson Myers. It'd be the first time that they don't go down 1, 2, 3 in 3 innings. Back in the 4, 5, and 6, the Stars been going 3 up, 3 down. But now it looks like they were able to turn the page and get back-to-back walks with no outs still here in the top of the 7th inning, looking to threat to tie it or maybe even take the lead with the base hit in the gap. And now we have Joe Anderson coming up the bat. It's currently 1 for 2, had a single back in the 2nd. And hit it softly to the pitcher back in the 4th inning. And he shows bunt. pulls the bat back for ball 1. Now runners we're moving on if he was in a bunt down on the ground. But they were able to get back quickly right before Connor was able to throw it to first or second. Now we got Arreola starting to creep a little bit to the infield grass. Pulls the bat back just in time again for ball 2. Still in the top of the 7th inning with no outs. The Stars were able to get their first 2 batters on base by walks. Still down 2-1, but they are threatening here to at least tie it or maybe take the lead with the hit. You got Nara Oriola creeping on the infield grass yet again. And they bunts it right over to the first baseman. O'Neill is able to, great sacrifice bunt by the Stars as he's able to move Henson to second base and Aguilar to third base. And now due up for the Stars, we have Gavin Gamino.
Yeah, productive out there. It does take out the double play. Again, both runners move into scoring position. Brian O'Neill could have waited for that ball to go foul, but there's a chance it was going to still ride down the line, so no reason to take that risk. He picks it up and just tags Anderson on his way to the bag.
Yeah, you said it correctly. It looked like it might have had a chance, but it's better to be safe than sorry. Might as well just get the first out right away. But it does eliminate the double play, and now the Power have the infield in. With runners at second and third with 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Stars down 2-1, but have the chance to take the lead here with the base hit. Stars only have 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error. Power have 2 runs, 2 hits, and 2 errors. Gamino is in a 2-1 count. Myers is having a little bit of difficulty finding the strike zone right now. Only threw 2 strikes after seeing 4 batters. Here comes a 2-1 pitch by Hudson Myers. And a swing and a miss by Gamino to make it a 2-2 count.
A lot of activity in the bullpen right now. 4 or 5 guys up and moving. Max Weckel was warming up earlier. He seems to be ready to go if they need him, and a handful of other guys as well.
Comes a 2-2 pitch. And Gamino shoots it right to the left fielder, Bevacqua, and he's not able to get the ball as it bounces out the warning tracks. The runners looked like they were going to tag, but now they have runners at second and third yet again. They were able to tie it. Bevacqua was so close to gloving it, but it drops right in front of him at the warning track. And now he's earned himself an RBI double. Gamino will be standing on second.
Hudson Myers simply just lucky at that point that ball was hanging up long enough for Bevacqua to make it close. It was not a good read by the base runners who were frozen at their spots, specifically Logan Aguilar staying at third base, so Caden Henson couldn't advance. Both runners hang up until that ball falls to the ground. Then they advance 90 feet, but if they were running right off the bat, both of them score easily.
Or at least if the runner at second base was halfway, because when we've been told when you see numbers from the outfielders, you're starting to run. Because if it was at least halfway down third base, he would have for sure made it a score to take the lead. But they'll settle for 1 run here in the top of the 7th inning, making it 2-2. A big hit in a big situation. And we'll be right back after this break while they have the pitcher warming up.
The Management Trust is a 100% employee-owned company. Every employee has a vested interest in providing memorable experiences to every homeowner and board members of HOAs. It's a very powerful thing. No homeowners association is too small or too large for us to manage. From community maintenance services to customized absentee home care, the Management Trust provides just about every service any homeowner could ask for.
Hi, I'm Damien with the Management Trust. We're community management built differently for your homeowners association. To find out how, give me a call.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
welcome back, everyone, and thank you for tuning in into the final game of the regular season. We do have a pitching change. Max Weckels coming in to relieve Hudson Myers. Now the Stars were able to tie with an RBI double by Gamino, and now they have runners at second and third with one out. We have Gamino standing at second and Caden Henson standing at third base, while Logan Aguilar was able to score. So now the infield is in yet again for the Power, still with one out. And now we have Juan Nunez, who's currently 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Throws it away for ball 1. Now it looks like the Stars are starting to find some momentum as they've been getting runners on base almost every inning, except back in the 4th, 5th, and 6th as they went down 1, 2, 3. And shoots a foul straight back for strike 1. Now a base hit here can add another 2 runs, maybe just 1.
And that hit right there takes Joey Iglesias off the board for the loss. It also takes Johnny Young out of contention for the win.
And he just missed for ball 2. Counts currently 2-1 to Juan Nunez.
Right now, Max Weckl just trying to play life preserver right now, trying to get out of this jam. He's going to need a strikeout or an infield fly ball. He can't get out of this with a double play.
Missed away for ball 3. Counts currently 3-1. He's going to have to give in here to throw a strike because you don't want to walk him. Although it will be bases loaded, they do have the chance for a double play, but you don't want to put yourself with a lot of traffic on because a weak hit or anything out hit weakly could cause more runs to come in. And now he hits it. Jammed it, and now we have Bevacqua coming in, but it's out of play for strike 2. Currently a full count to Nunez. It's going to be a big pitch here by Weckl. Needs to get a strikeout or at least weak contact with the infield in.
And depending on where the foul ball is, the Power might not want to catch it if it's deep enough because it almost guaranteed scores that run from third base, Caden Henson.
And here comes a 3-2 pitch by Weckl, and he gets a big strikeout for out number 2. Was able to strike out Nunez on a full count. Big pitch, a big out to collect the second out of the inning. Weckl needs to do what he can to at least limit the damage. There is still a lot of ball left, but you don't want to. It is later in the game, and you don't want to cause too much havoc, as they have runners at second and third. A base hit here could put them up by 2, but Weckl throws it to strike 1 to Carter Lockwood, who's also 0 for 2.
But right now, Weckl can basically take a breath a little bit. He's got 2 outs. Anything caught gets him out of the inning. A strikeout obviously also gets him out.
Weckl just missed with that pitch. Currently a 1-1 count.
But he doesn't need to hunt the strikeout. He doesn't desperately need an infield fly ball. Really, any soft contact will most likely get him out of this.
Weckle's taking his time with the 1-1 count. And he shoots it right over to the second baseman. Rodriguez is able to glove it and throw it to first base. Great job by Weckl coming in, eliminating the damage. And now the Stars and Power are currently tied as we head into the bottom of the 7th inning. And we'll be right back after this break.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
back, everyone, and thank you for tuning in into the Palm Springs Power taking on the San Diego Stars. With me, Stephen Buxton, and I'm Johnny Maldonado. The Stars were able to tie it back up, back in the top of the 7th inning. And now we have a pinch hitter coming in for Noah Arriola. Austin Howler's coming up the bat here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Comes the first pitch for Howler, and he gets it for strike 1.
Yeah, we've seen this a couple times this week. Casey Dill getting real aggressive with the subs. Austin Howler's up and hitting right now. Miles Walton on deck. Mark Kirkland in the hole. Andrew Rivas has been up and moving. Dalton Thomas has a helmet up. So looks like a lot of the big bats for this power lineup. We'll see them in the late innings.
Perfect time to bring them in, too, as bottom of the 7th inning, game's only 2-2. All they need is 1 run, and just to shut them out, they've been doing a great job keeping the Stars scoreless. Stars, last time they scored was back in the back in the 1st inning. And now Howler's in a 1-2 hole. Although Howler's been great, he's only had 6 strikeouts all summer and 57 at-bats. Comes the 1-2 pitch, and Howler shoots it down the left field line, and it stays fair. He got jammed, but was able to muscle it over. Earned himself a double to start off the inning. Great job by Howler to muscle it over to third baseman down the left field line.
Yeah, that ball looked like he got inside of it and was able to basically slap it out to the left field line. It had some weird side spin on it that once it landed fair, that thing started tailing to the left really aggressively over to the point where it got halfway into the bullpen for the Power and butted up against that fence. The left fielder Gamino coming in on it couldn't really get a good handle on it. It skipped away from him, and at that point, Austin Howler could have just crawled into second.
And now it looks like they call time to have a little mound visit real quick. It looks like the Stars do have a pitcher warming up, so let's see if they take out their current pitcher or they're just going to go up to the top to waste some time to have the pitcher in the bullpen get more throws in.
Yeah, and seeing all these subs coming in for the Power again. Miles Walton coming up, Mark Kirkland on deck, Rivas in the hole. Dalton Thomas and Cato Kleinman both have bats in their hands as well. Right now, undoubtedly, this meeting is really just going to take a while to give some time to that pitcher for him to warm up, but I don't expect to see Jason Gonzalez in this game for much longer.
Things about to get real interesting. Power doing a great job making the Stars move around in the bullpen, get their pitchers moving, putting the balls in play, and now they got a runner at second base with no outs, with Miles Walton coming up the bat, who has a whopping .439 batting average and a total of 25 RBIs.
And this is the perfect spot in your lineup if you're Casey Dill to make these subs. You don't have to make any changes defensively. You can basically just switch them 1 for 1. And conveniently, all the guys you're subbing, you can basically just get 1 through 5 of the top power hitters and in really any stat.
Great job by Miles Walton, taking the first pitch strike, not getting too aggressive early on. Just missed for ball 1. He's in a 1-1 count. Now, it's always difficult coming off the bench late in the game and getting at bats, but Austin Howler was able to get a leadoff double to start it off in his first at bat here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Well, all he has to do is put the ball in play, shoot it the opposite way, so Howler's able to advance. But now Walton's in the hole in the 1-2 count. Now all summer, Walton's only struck out 19 times and 98 at-bats. And he shoots it right over to the second baseman. Shot it the opposite way. He bobbled it, but he's not able to recover as Walton was hustling down the line. He's able to move Austin Howler to third base. Did a great job shooting it the opposite way to advance him. But the second baseman for the Stars, Lockwood, was not able to handle that grounder. Bobbled it a couple times and recovered too late as Walton was hustling down there to stand on first base. And now we got runners at first and third with no outs.
And this is where Miles Walton's speed changes things. You've got Lockwood ranging over. It was 81 miles an hour off the bat. It's not a difficult play to make, but he's just trying to come up, trying to make sure he can give a look to Austin Haller as that ball goes low for a ball. And then just Wild trying to give a look to Haller to make sure he doesn't go home, trying to throw out one of the fastest runners on the field, Miles Walton, who's sprinting down the line and beats it out. He forces the error and gives Mark Kirkland a chance to break this tie.
And Mark Kirkland shoots it right up the middle for a base hit. Lands in front of the center fielder who throws it a 3, but does not matter because Austin Haller comes in to score as the Power take the lead 3-2 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Great piece of hitting by Kirkland. Hit it where it's pitched, and it rewarded him.
For years, Mark Kirkland has been one of the most reliable players on the Power. As Grayson Gegg coming in to take over for Keaton Nato. Mark Kirkland, anytime the Power have been in a dire situation, anytime it's been late innings, he's been one of the first guys off the bench, and for good reason.
And now they got runners at first and second. Miles Walton only advanced to second base, and now we got Mark Kirkland standing at first with Keaton Nato coming up to bat. Nato's currently 0 for 2 as he hit both of his balls right to the shortstop, going 0 for 2. Takes strike 1. The Power are starting to find some life here. They answered back while the Stars put up 1 run to tie, but now the Power took the lead yet again, and he shoots it right over the right fielder. Does he have enough? Oh, it's right off the wall as it hit the bottom portion of it. But nonetheless, he does get 2 RBIs. Great hit by Keaton Nato. That one looked like it was going to leave, but it wasn't enough. Earned himself an RBI double, and now they pile on the lead, adding 2 more RBIs.
Keaton Nato saw a breaking ball down in the zone over the heart of the plate, and he kept his hands inside, ripped that thing into right field, 384 feet off the bat. Just stayed in the park, almost went over the general sign in right field. But an RBI double for Keaton Nato, one of the hottest hitters in Palm Springs over the last couple weeks.
And now they got runners at second and third. Mark Kirkland's able to advance to third base, and now Nato standing at second. Great piece of hitting by the Power so far in this 7th inning. And now he takes for a 1-1. Counts currently 1 balls, 1 strike.
Apologies, that's Grayson Gegg who did that. Pinch hitting for Keaton Nato. And again, Grayson Gegg had a tough start to the season, but over the last 3 or so weeks has been on fire. He turned from a guy who was just trying to compete to get at bats, just trying to get a spot in this lineup, to one of the go-to guys for Casey Dillon, really one of those guys who you can't give a day off, you can't keep him out of the lineup.
Now it looks like Andrew Rivas is coming in to pitch hit for Tyler Nelson. It's in a 2-1 count here with still no Wilds here in the bottom of the 7th. Andrew Rivas shoots it right over the second baseman as it chopped over him. And now Andrew Rivas has a 2 RBI single to pile on the lead, making it 6-2. Power finding some life here. All the momentum's going their way. Everything seems to be going for them. They put on 4 runs here in the bottom of the 7th inning, piling on the lead late in the game. Great job by the Power coming in, having the players coming off the bench and making a big impact right away. Austin Haller, Miles Vaughn, Mark Kirkland, and Grayson Gegg come in to score.
And with Cato Kleinman coming up again, one of the other guys who did not have a good start to this season, but about 2 or 3 weeks in just flipped a switch and has been unstoppable since. Looks like it's going to be the time to take out Jason Gonzalez and just try to put out the fire here. The Power 4 runs this inning. They haven't recorded a single out. And the Stars just need to hope that they can do something, pull off some sort of miracle to keep this thing close.
Yeah, you said it. Cato Kleinman's almost batting .400. had a little bit of a slow start, but now he's batting .391. It's been nothing but collecting hits. Has a couple of 3-hit games as well as 2-hit games. Been doing a great job so far for the Power. But while the pitcher is warming up, we'll be right back after this break.
Across the Coachella Valley, you'll find our communities powered by short-term rentals. These rentals bring visitors and dollars to the region. Whether attending events, checking out the art scene, or dining at restaurants, when they spend money, we all score. The nearly $1 billion impact of short-term vacation rentals generates tax revenues that fund police, firefighters, education, and many other programs that improve our daily lives. To learn why short-term rentals are a grand slam for the home team, visit onecv.org.
Hello, Power Baseball fans. At SBMP Attorneys, we believe in the power of community. And that's why we proudly support the Palm Springs Power, our hometown baseball team. After a memorable championship season
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to Palm Springs Power taking on the San Diego Stars. If you're just tuning in, the Power were able to put up 4 runs with 4 players coming off the bench, and now we have yet another player. A bench coming off the bench is going to be Cato Kleiman coming in. Kleiman takes for ball 1 low in the dirt.
Yeah, Mike Clark coming in to take over for Jason Gonzalez. Cato Kleiman taking over for Isaac Rodriguez, but no one a bigger fan of what just happened to Jason Gonzalez than Hudson Myers, who is off the hook now.
Cato Kleiman takes for ball 2 as the ball was in the dirt.
As of now, Jason Gonzalez on the hook. If this score holds, he'll take the loss, and Max Weckel in line for the win.
Throws it back to first base, but Rivas is able to slide back in time. Cato Kleiman's been great this summer. He's batting .391 with the .506 on base percentage. Cato Kleiman shoots it straight into the sky. Right fielder right. He's going to track it down, but it's just out of his reach. That ball was hit into the sky. Cato Kleiman got under that one for sure. And now Kleiman's in the 2-1 count, still with no outs. Rivas standing on first base after he got two RBI single, bringing in Grayson Gegg and Mark Kirkland. Power currently leading 6-2 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Been a hit fest so far for them right now. Kleiman takes for ball 3, currently in a 3-1 count. Cato Kleiman recently recorded yet another 3-hit game. Had 3 hits against the Havasu Heat, going 3 for 6. Had an RBI and 1 strikeout. Mike Clark throws it back to first base, but Rivas is able to get back in time. Still in the 3-1 count here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Cato Kleiman's a lefty, so it'll be a lefty-righty matchup. Takes outside on the plate for strike 2. Counts currently 4-3-2. Power's offense seemed to be taking off in this inning. It's very difficult when you're at a bench player coming in late in the game, getting at bats here in the 7th inning, but that's no problem for the Power as they earned themselves another run around base as Cato Kleiman was walked. So now that moves Andrew Rivas to second base. Cato Kleiman standing at first. And now we got Michael Gonzalez, who's currently 0 for 3. Struck out his last time around back in the 6th inning. Michael Gonzalez is currently batting .375. Has only 12 strikeouts, so this is a perfect opportunity for him to come on up to bat with runners on first and second with still no outs. Stars pitching having a little bit of pitching issues here as they've seen 7 batters so far here in the 7th inning. That was it outside on the plate for strike 2. Counts currently 0-2 to Michael Gonzalez. Michael Gonzalez all year has 13 RBIs. His most recent one came on July 14th against the Inland Valley Pirates. Had 1 RBI in that series. Let's give me that 2-game set, and it throws it in the dirt. And Nunez isn't able to smother it, but Cato Kleiman got a late jump. And he's still safe at second base. Andrew Rivas took off right when the ball got passed, but Cato Kleiman, for some reason, had a little bit of difficulty trying to read it, but he's able to reach to second base with his speed, taking advantage of it.
Yeah, not sure what happened there, but Cato Kleiman with both middle infielders playing in, no one was really covering second base, and Nunez goes back for that ball. It wasn't very quickly, so Kleiman had more than enough time to take second base.
And now they got runners at second and third. Stars have the infield in on the grass. Michael Gonzalez coming up to bat. Nunez with the great block as it skipped in front of the plate. Runners stay put with the 2-2 count.
A great block by Nunez there. A curveball spiked about 5 feet in front of the plate. He just smothered that thing in front of him. Made sure it stayed close because Andrew Rivas was about 80 feet away when that thing hit him.
Comes a 2-2 pitch to Gonzalez. Just missed off the plate. Fastball up in the way and it missed, making it a full count, 3-2. Michael Gonzalez having a great at-bat, leaving the pitchers in the dirt and leaving the high fastballs alone. This will be his second full count. He had his last one, came back in the 6th, but he struck out. Michael Gonzalez hits it right to the center fielder, Tucker. It should be deep enough to bring in Rivas. Rivas tags up from from third base and is able to score. Gonzalez earned himself a sac fly with an RBI. And now they make it 7-2. Power is just piling on the lead.
And that officially closes the line on Jason Gonzalez. 5 runs on him in just over an inning. 4 of them earned. The only one unearned was Miles Walton scoring after he reached on an error.
Now the Stars finally get their first out of the inning. And now we have Blake Conrad coming up to bat. It's currently 1 for 3. Had a RBI double back in the first, fielder's choice, and struck out back in the 6th, taking a ball 1.
Yeah, he's 1 for 3, but it's a better night than just 1 for 3. Again, he has reached twice. He's already thrown out a runner as well.
And he takes for strike 1. Currently in a 1-1 count.
In a game where the power pitching has kept them in it until the offense really broke open this inning. He's a big part of that, calling the signs behind the plate and managing that staff.
Conrad shoots it down into the dugout. They get away just in time. Counts currently 1-2.
It's a staff that loves him. It's a staff that raves about what he does behind the plate. They've really, from top to bottom, they're all extremely comfortable with how he handles the staff, how he communicates with the pitchers and the coaches, and just how he receives every pitch.
And that's all you ask about from your catchers. If pitchers love him, then everyone's going to love him as well. It takes low in the dirt for ball 2. Counts even up at 2-2. Conrad's been doing a great job all summer pulling the ball in play. Great situation to be in if you're him. Have a runner at second base, and all he has to do is keep doing what he's doing and put the barrel to the ball and see where it goes. And it fouls. He chuck swung it, but it foul tipped it. And he stays in the count 2-2.
Yeah, that fastball just running in on his hands looked like it was a 2-seamer that he thought was going to end up on the black on the zone, but it kept coming in and just barely nicked his bat.
Here comes a 2-2 pitch to Blake Conrad, and he fouls it off yet again. He's having a great 2-strike approach, fouling back-to-back pitches. And now he'll be seeing his 7th pitch in this at-bat. Now, Cato Kleiman, Mike Gonzalez, and Blake Conrad have been seeing more than 5 pitches, making Mike Clark work in this outing. Throwing a lot of pitches to his first 3 batters. And he gets him looking for strike 3. Get his first strikeout of the game and the second out in his inning.
Blake Conrad not happy with that call. A fastball at the very top of the zone. Kind of a borderline pitch there, and he's got to be careful with how much he's talking to the umpire right now. He's got to go back out there and catch in an inning, but it's a close pitch. It's just a tough pitch to commit to swinging there, and it's an even tougher one when you get that called on you.
And I'll do it. We have Garrett Bavacqua is currently one for 3. Had an RBI single back in the first inning. Fouls it straight back for strike 1. Bavacqua is currently batting .474. Had a 2-hit game on July 16th against the Havasu Heat. And he takes low for ball 1. Counts currently 1-1. Still in the bottom of the 7th inning, the Power put on a whopping 5 runs here, answering back to the Stars' 1 run, making it 7-2. Now Mike Clark just looking at the runner at second base, and he fires it to the home plate for ball 2. Counts currently 2-1 to Bavacqua. Still have Cato Kleiman standing on second base. Bavacqua currently has 4 RBIs. The last one came on July 16th as well. Bavacqua shoots it right over the stands for strike 2. Counts currently even up at 2-2 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Power still leading 7-2. Stars have 2 runs, 3 hits, and 2 errors, while the Power have 7 runs, 6 hits, and 2 errors as well. And on deck for the Power, we have Austin Howler. It's a 2-2 pitch. He throws it down in the way for ball 3, making a full count. And this will be the 3rd full count Mike Clark has been in. 3 out of the 5 Power batters he's seen reach full counts, seen a lot of pitches, throwing them a lot. Power just continue to grind out these at-bats. Bavacqua shoots the opposite way over the left fielder of Gamino, and he's able to get a great read, a great jump by him to collect the 3rd out of the inning to get out of it. And we'll be right back after this break as we head into the top of the 8th. Power currently leading 7-2.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Number 5. Is that Cohen goal, isn't right? What was it? Oh, okay. Oh, no, and right. Yeah. Number 9? That's number 9, right? Oh, Grayson Gay, never mind. Welcome back, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to the Palm Springs Power taking on the San Diego Stars. We're currently in the top of the 8th inning. The Power were able to put up 7 runs back in the bottom of the 7th, making it 7-2. And now due up for the San Diego Stars here in the top of the 8th, we have Ethan Wright. Struck out his last time around back in the 6th inning, taking for strike 1. And on deck for the Stars is going to be Justin Tucker, their center fielder. And then Ethan Ray shoots it straight up in the sky to the left fielder, and he's able to get under, read it, and collect the first out of the inning. And now a duo, we have Justin Tucker, who also struck out back in the 6th inning as well. And on deck for the Stars, we have Mike Clark. Justin Tucker is currently 0 for 3. No, excuse me, 0 for 2. And he shoots outs. Weckels making quick work on these Stars. And now duo, we have Mike Clark, who came in earlier for Frankie Giacolone. Currently 0 for 2, lined out to the shortstop and hit it right over to the shortstop as well for a 6-3 putout back in the 6th inning. A swing and a miss for strike 1. Weckels did a great job back in the 7th after he gave up a leadoff walk to only keep the Stars from scoring only 1 run. And then the offense back in the bottom of the 7th for the Power blew up, put in a whopping 5 runs, expanding it to 7-2, taking the lead back. And now Weckels is ahead in the count 0-2. Clark gets him swinging for strike 3 to end the inning. A quick 1-2-3. And now we're heading into the bottom of the 8th. Power still leads 7-2.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you for tuning in into the final regular season game here in Palm Springs, California, with me, Stephen Buxton, and I'm Johnny Maldonado. The score is still 7-2 here in the bottom of the 8th, and now we have Allison Howler coming up to bat. Takes away for ball 1, and now the Stars put in another bullpen pitcher coming in to relieve. Mike Clark is going to be Manny Miranda. Throws it away for ball 2. Currently 2-0 count here to Austin Howler.
Yeah, Clark did all he did last inning. He allowed allowed 1 runner to reach and did allow the last 2 runs to score from Gonzalez, but did limit the damage there. Got him out of the inning, and did not allow any runs of his own, but. Now Miranda's just going to need to put up a 0 to even give the Stars a chance to complete a comeback.
Yeah, the Power certainly flipped the page. Back in the 4th, 5th, and 6th inning, the Power were going down 1-2-3. And then they were able to turn it up, putting up 5 runs. Back in the 7th inning, great job by them to turn the page. And now Austin Howler's in a 3-1 count. Here in the bottom of the 8th inning, the Power still leading 7-2. Power put up 7 runs with 6 hits and 2 errors. Stars have 2 runs, 3 hits, and 2 errors. Austin Howler took that fastball up and in and was able to earn himself a walk. currently 1 for 1.
Yeah, 1 for 1, but he's reached twice. He's got a double in that first at-bat, but more importantly,
the leadoff walk given up to Howler. Something you don't want to do if you're the Stars down by 5 runs. But now he's able to throw back a strike, currently 1-2 to Miles Walton.
And Miles Walton really got this run started for the Power when he had what looked like was going to be an easy ground out to second base, but his hustle and his speed down the line forced the second baseman Lockwood to make an error, and runners on the corners from then on. The Power didn't look back.
Miles Walton fouled the bag, still in a 2-2 count. Speed kills here in the game of baseball, especially when you're running hard down the line 90 feet. The second baseman just was not able to recover it in time. And now with Austin Howler at first base with no outs. Miles Walton's currently batting .429 and has a total of 16 walks. He's been doing a great job with the strike zone and only swinging at pitches near the zone as he takes for another ball. Count. This will be Manny Miranda's second full count in this, as he just came into this game. But he's able to strike him out. He's got Miles Walton looking with the fast shot. And Austin Howler turns second. The right fielder throws to 3. But the throw's too late as it was offline. But even if it was online, it might have been safe as he took a great jump. And take it
2 now. He's got that RBI that drove in Austin Howler. He scored a run, and now he's on first base again, just keeping the line moving for Grayson Gegg.
Grayson Gegg also reached on base. The RBI double had scored as was. He shoots straight back into the net for strike 1. Mark Kirkland saw the first pitch he liked and shot it through the 4-3 hole. Right fielder has no chance of getting Austin Howler out at third as he was speeding over there. And now he takes in for ball 1. Counts currently 1-1 to Grayson Gegg.
A little surprised we didn't have a delay there. Max Weckel over in the bullpen ran all the way into deep left field over by our Budweiser sign out there to go get a ball that skipped away from the bullpen catcher Tyler Nelson down there.
And now Grayson Gegg's in a 1-2 count with 1 out with runners at first and third. Mark Kirkland signed at first and Howler at third base. And it gets him looking. Another power batter getting caught looking for strike 3. Back-to-back Ks. No, excuse me. He had 2 Ks in his inning alone. Both of them looking, and now we have Andrew Rivas coming up to bat. Had a single that brought in 2 runs. Currently here in the bottom of the 8th inning, Power put up 5 runs back in the 7th. And Andrew Rivas shoots it up the middle, and they're not able to glove it. Lockwood tried to diving attempt, but was not able to glove it, and now they're bringing another run. Andrew Rivas with the 3 RBI day off of 2 singles. Bringing in Austin Howler, and now Mark Kirkland advances to second base. And now Cato Kleiman's coming up to bat. Walked back in the bottom of the 7th inning when he came in to pinch hit for Isaac Rodriguez. It takes up for ball 1. Great take by Cato Kleinman. Cato Kleinman is going to be a lefty, and it'll be a lefty-righty matchup as he stands in the left-handed batter's box, taking ball 2. Manny Miranda's having some traffic in his outing already, but he does have 2 strikeouts, both of them looking. He's going to need a big out here if he wants to get out of this inning to at least limit the damage. Although the Power are leading 8-2 here in the bottom of the 8th inning, and he gets on base yet again with 2 walks. Cato Kleinman 0 for 0 with 2 walks. Great job by him at the plate. And now due up for the Power is going to be Michael Gonzalez. Had a sac fly back in the 7th inning. And now the bases are loaded for Michael Gonzalez with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Gonzalez takes in for fastball on strike one. Currently have Cato Kleiman at first, Mark Kirkland at second, and, no, excuse me, that'd be Andrew Rivas at second. Cato Kleiman at first, and Mark Kirkland at third base. It takes for strike two, both looking.
Right now, it looks like Max Weckel's night might be done. He's pen right now, but Lucas Zach warming up very quickly.
Mike Gonzalez struck out to end the inning here in the bottom of the 8th inning, but nonetheless, the Power were able to put up another run, making it 8-2, as they had the chance to close it out as we enter the top of the 9th inning, and we'll be right back after this break.
It's a family setting, you know, we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you for tuning in into the Power taking on the San Diego Stars. With me is Steven Buxton, and I'm Johnny Maldonado. The Power were able to put up another run back in the bottom of the 8th inning, making this score 8-2. Stars got a lot of work to do if they want to have a chance to tie it up. And now coming in to relieve Max Weckel, we have Lucas Zach trying to close it out for the Power. Now duo, we have Logan Aguilar, who walked and scored in his last at-bat. Swing and a miss for strike one by Lucas Zach. Now Lucas Zach has pitched in 8 games in 13.2 innings of work. Has 17 strikeouts. The most strikeouts he had in one game was in his first outing against the Utah Labs back on May 31st as the Power won 2-9.
Yeah, Zach, 17 strikeouts, 5 walks, a 3.29 ERA for the freshman out of Cal Baptist. 6'4", 225 pounds, and he's been really effective for the Power.
It'll be a lefty-lefty matchup as Logan Aguilar stands in the left-handed batter's box, takes ball 2, making it 2-1. And now back in the 7th inning, the Stars were able to have lengthy at-bats, but they were only able to put up 1 run to show for it. And back in the 8th, they had yet another 1-2-3 inning. And that makes their 4th inning that they went down 1-2-3 as the count's now 3-1 to Logan Aguilar. And on deck for the Stars, we have Caden Henson. He throws it in the dirt for ball 4. Another leadoff batter for the Stars. That'll make Logan Aguilar's third walk in this game. 0 for 1 with the ground out back in the first inning. And now we have Caden Henson coming out the bat, who also earned himself a walk back in the 7th inning. It'll be yet another lefty-lefty matchup. And on deck for the Stars, we have number 4, Joe Anderson. Look as Zach takes a look at, throws it in there, but Conrad was able to smother it, preventing it from rolling over even farther for ball 1. The score is currently 8-2 here in the top of the 9th inning. Lucas Zach looking to close it out for the Power to collect yet another win. Blake Conrad popped up quickly, but it's going to be 2-0 to Caden Henson. Power were able to put up 8 runs, collect 8 hits with 2 errors, and the Stars have 2 runs, 3 hits, and 2 errors. This is their last chance, only 3 outs to play with to at least try to tie it, but it'd be very difficult as they've been going down 1-2-3 multiple times throughout this game. And now Henson takes another ball to make it a 3-0 count with no outs here in the top of the 9th inning. Comes a 3-0 pitch. Gets it for a strike as it's right down the middle for strike 1. Now Lucas Zach all summer has only walked 5 batters. Did not walk anyone his last time around, which was against the Inland Valley Pirates back on July 14th. Collected 3 strikeouts as well, and Henson hits it right to the center fielder. Nato got a good jump on it and is able to catch it right in front of the warning track for the first out of the inning. And now duo, we have Joe Anderson.
Yeah, fastball up in the zone, and looks like Henson went after that one. He sent it out to deep center field. Miles Walton, though, able to just jog over to it and collect the first out of the inning.
Joe Anderson had the sacrifice bunt back in the 7th inning. And that one by Lucas Zach almost hit the batter, but Anderson was able to get out the way. Currently in a 1-0 count. Still have Logan Aguilar standing at first base after a leadoff walk. Lucas Zach looking at first base, and he throws it down in the dirt yet again for ball 2, currently in the 2-0 count. Still with 1 out here in the top of the 9th inning. The Power are leading by 6 runs. Lucas Zach doing what he can to come out of this game with a win. Be very difficult, but not impossible for the Stars to put up 6 runs. And a swing and a miss to get a first strike. And on deck for the Stars, it looks like they're going to have a pinch hitter. It's going to be Will James, going to be batting for Gavin Gamino. Joe Anderson's currently in a 2-1 count. Look as Zach keeps looking at the runner at first just in case. Shoots it right over to the third baseman. Howler turns it to 2. And he's going to get the... No, he beat out the double play with his speed running down the first baseline. Great turn by Howler to Kittle climbing to try to get the inning-ending double play, but Joe Anderson was able to beat it out. They were able to get the lead runner out, and also that matters. They get an out. But now they have James Will coming up the bat for Gavin Gamino. Now he takes for strike 1. Lucas Zach fires it in. Currently in the top of the 9th inning, the Power are leading 8-2 as they put up yet another run back in the 8th inning, expanding their lead. The Stars are looking to put up another run, but they seem to not be successful as Blake Conrad was able to block it, but it got under him, and now the runner at first base is able to advance at second. Joe Anderson standing on second base now.
Yeah, Lucas Zach's been missing with that fastball all innings so far, and it's really been a consistent pattern. He's just missing low. He's just pulling it too far below the zone. In reality, it's probably just a little bit of a release point adjustment that needs to be made, but it's easier said than done.
Just missed off the plate with that pitch, making it a 2-1 count. Now, if the run from second does score, it does not really matter as they'll still be up by 5 runs, but you don't want them to get hot late in the game. All he needs is one more out, get one more weak contact, and the game's over for the Stars. A swing and a miss for strike 2. It looked like he did not want to swing, but committed too late. Making it a 2-2 count with 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. James Wills came off the bench to bat for Gavin Gamino. This will be his first at bat in the game. We got the runner standing on second base. Joe Anderson after the pass ball. Excuse me, the wild pitch, and now it's a full count to Gavin Gamino. And on deck for the Stars, we have Juan Nunez. Lucas Zach looking to get the strikeout or at least the final out of the game. The pitch just missed up and away for ball 4. That'd be his second walk in his inning. And now you got runners at first and second with 2 outs here in the top of the 9th inning. And now we have Juan Nunez. No, excuse me, it'd be a pinch hitter. Number 44, Nico Salmeri coming in for Juan Nunez. Nico Salmeri is a lefty, so it'll be a lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch swinging, getting for strike 1. Great job by Lucas Zag getting him to chase after that pitch to get ahead early. And on deck for this for the Stars is going to be Carter Lockwood. Comes the 0-1 pitch, and he threw it away, but Connor was able to glove it for ball 1, currently in a 1-1 count.
Right now, if I'm Blake Conrad, I'm just setting up over the middle of the plate. Everything just trying to go middle, because Lucas Zach has not been precise yet tonight. He hasn't really been able to find his target for any pitch he's thrown. Doesn't matter if it's the fastball, slider, or changeup. It's been going everywhere, so I'm just setting up over the middle and knowing that it's not going to end up there, hoping it finds a corner.
Gets someone outside corner for strike 2. Currently in a 1-2 count with 2 outs. This is his chance to give the Power another win. We got runners on first and second. You have Gavin Gamino standing at first. James Will at first. And Joe Anderson at second. And he got him swinging for strike 3. The Power were able to get another win. Tonight's been a great game as both starting pitchers were able to get out of jams with traffic early on, but back in the 7th inning, the Power were able to turn the page as they went down 1-2-3 in the 4th, 5th, and 6th inning. Put up 5 runs, and then they'll put up another run back in the 8th to make it 8-2. And the Stars did have the chances as they were able to get the leadoff runner on in almost every inning, but they did not do anything with that. Steven, what do you think stood out for you in the final game of the season for the Power?
Well, the pitching was phenomenal for the Power. Johnny Young came in 5 innings, just 1 run. It was not earned. Casey Keller came in, delivered another inning of scoreless baseball. And then Hudson Myers came in and struggled a little bit, but Max Weckel, in such an important time, came in and delivered the 2/3 of an inning to get out of the second of 1-2-3 inning in the 8th, and then Lucas Zach from then on ended it and was able to put up another 0 from top to bottom. The lineup did well. All the subs came in and produced, and it was a complete win for the Power.
Yeah, great game indeed, and that pushes their overall record to 25-6, and they also clinched the number 1 seed in the CPCL playoffs. So the schedule for that will look like on Saturday, July 19th, they'll be facing off the Inland Valley Pirates at Citrus College at 5 p.m. Game 2 will be here in Palm Springs Stadium on Sunday, July 20th. Game 1 will be at 4 p.m. And if necessary, Game 3 will also be on Sunday, July 20th, which will be a doubleheader at 7 p.m. And this will be their 3rd straight CPCL playoff experience. So thank you for tuning in. It was Johnny Maldonado and Stephen Buxton calling tonight's game as the Power win 8-2. And we'll see you on Game 1 for the CPCL playoffs against the Inland Valley Pirates.